Hello and welcome to our unboxing and installation video for the EPEVER HPS-AL Series solar power system. In this video, we will briefly cover the main functions of the device and how to operate it. This model is used for this demonstration, which has a built-in 24-volt battery capacity of 240 ampere-hours and continuous power output of 2500 watts. Now, let's get started with the unboxing. Inside the box, we have a few accessories, including screw and wrench, handle, an AC input line, a quick start guide, a user manual, and a certificate. The Quick Start Guide is a helpful resource for getting started with the device, and the user manual provides more detailed information about its features and operation. Install the handle. Moving on to the device itself, you will notice a sleek and modern design with an LCD screen on the front. The LCD screen can be used to set up and customize the device to suit your needs. On the right side of the device, there are multiple DC output ports, including 2 Type-C ports and 2 USB ports. There are also 2 DC output ports for a light bulb. On the left side, we have 2 AC output ports with a maximum output of 2500 watts. These ports make it easy to power a variety of devices, for instance, smartphones, laptops, light bulbs, coffee maker, impact drill, television set, electric oven, car refrigerator, etc. In addition, if you want to remotely monitor the inverter charger on a mobile app, you can purchase our external Wi-Fi or 4G module to connect to the RS485 communication port on the right side of the integrated system. On the back of the device, you will find the main input terminals, including a grounding terminal, 2 terminals for PV panel positive and negative input, and the battery extension positive and negative terminals. There is also a utility input terminal for charging, as well as an AC input protect switch for added safety. On the left side, there are battery switch and PV solar switch. The battery switch controls the output of DC and AC power from the machine, while the solar panel switch controls the charging of the built-in battery from the solar panels. Please disconnect them when the machine is not in use to avoid irreversible damage caused by over-discharging of the machine. Now, let's start to connect the machine. Prior to connecting the PV panels and appliances, make sure the ground connection is set and the device is turned off. Plug the PV. Always make sure to check the maximum PV input voltage of the model. This model comes with maximum PV input voltage of 145 and current of 30. When selecting your PV panel power, please do not exceed this value. Plug the utility input cable from the accessories into the device at one end and into a household socket at the other. The maximum utility charging current for this product is 14.9 amps. Please ensure that your utility current doesn't exceed this value when connecting to the utility. All input connected. Now, we need to turn on the battery switch and the PV panel switch. First, turn on the battery switch. At this point, the LCD display of the machine will light up, and the round LED above the display screen will first light up and flash green. Then, the grid and load LEDs will light up one after another and flash green. indicating that the machine is in normal working condition. Then, turn on the PV panel switch. At this point, the PV LED above the machine screen lights up and flashes. Under normal conditions, all 4 LEDs should be flashing green. If one of the LEDs is constantly red or flashing red, it indicates a machine malfunction. In this case, please refer to the user manual for troubleshooting. Now, all the output terminals of the device are ready for use. There are 2 Type-C fast charging ports that we can use to charge our phones and tablets. Above them are 2 USB charging ports that can also charge our phones and tablets. The 2 DC output ports on the side can provide lighting. On the left, there are 2 standard socket output ports with a power of 2500 watts and a voltage of 220 volts. Simply plug them into a household appliance to use. We can see that the socket is ready for use. Thank you for watching this video. You can always contact us on website for further questions. In the next video, we will demonstrate how to configure the device through the built-in software.